What they doing? What they doing? Oh, hey, Alabama fans. Roll Tide, roll. Welcome to the aftermath of Dog Week. Woo! I'm still celebrating. Trying to come down. I'm still celebrating. I'm trying to come down. I'm still celebrating. I won't come down. I'm going to celebrate. Ain't no need to come down. Welcome, Alabama fans. Welcome to Tight Sports and Alabama Football Megacast. Welcome to the People's Crimson Tide channel, where we talk all things Alabama and all things that may get around way. Just them little fat little bulldogs. You know them dogs ain't healthy. Yeah, they bred them that way. They're not healthy. Oh, Tide fans, you know how special you are to me. May God keep you all, roll Tide roll. And God bless the Alabama Crimson Tide family as a whole. Thank you for joining me today. Here we are again, successfully on the road to 19. As you know, we are here every Monday around the herd at 6:30 to let you know what's happening. And we are all about the Tide. Just so proud of them. I'm gonna come down in a minute. I'm gonna get into the nuts and bolts of the thing. But right now, I'm high. That's right. I'm high on Tide. Please remember on Wednesday, Iron Bowl Debates drops at 6 p.m., where I discuss the landscape of college football and sports in general with my man DC from the Auburn Addicts channel. The man refuses to get help for his addiction, so I try to discuss with him things logically. You know, for now, the show is slated to continue every Wednesday, but they're not doing good over there, y'all. Y'all pray for them. But if we are there, the discussion is going to get perplexing at times, 38 hot at times. Y'all pray for me. I'll do the same for you. But you got to admit, they had a disastrous Saturday. I mean, our production schedule is slated to change at any moment. But when you get a chance, if you get that special concoction in your cup, whether it be Kool-Aid or something else, just pour out a little something on the end of their season, because it's over. And you know that I'm fully aware that there are many who find themselves searching for a college football home. No judgment, no. All past ills are behind you. So whether you are visiting us from another SEC home, or maybe you're coming today from the ACC or the AAC, it's all the same to me. Maybe the former Pac-12 or independent team or division, or that little school that they're too scared to pick a conference. You know, we ask that you come in the chat, introduce yourself. We'll be glad to welcome you into the family. You know, the doors to the championships, they're open. You know what I'm saying? Let us know what school you cheer for normally, who your coach is. So whether you're looking for a full affiliation transfer to the Crimson Tide, or you're just in need of Overwatch until your AD comes to his senses and realize that garbage coach you got need to beat it, you know, just come on up. We understand. I've been there. We've been there. It's long. Many years ago, we just weren't like this. So what I would do is I will extend to you the hand of Crimson Tide Fellowship to you right now. So just reach out and touch your screen. That's right. Take a breath and be made a member of the greatest dynasty in the history of all football, not just college. Let the toughness of Gene Stallings consume you and make you Bear Bryant strong. That's right. Yes, I feel it. I feel the nation getting stronger right now. Crimson Tide Nation, we're getting stronger right now. Now, for some of you, for the first time ever, let me hear Roll Tide on 3. Bring everything you got. 1, 2, 3. Roll Tide! That's right. Thank you all who heeded the call. Welcome to the Crimson Tide Nation. Now the titles are available to you. and others, please don't hesitate. Won't you come? If you're in need of hope, a chance of a winning season, or just need to spend your Saturday cheering or seeking to get into the 12-team playoffs, won't you come? If you're tired of throwing empties at your dog or throwing peanuts at the cat, just trying to cope with your garbage team, leave it all in the past. Come while the doors to the bandwagon are open, because it's not going to be like that forever. The time is now. Won't you come? No? Okay. As the doors will be closing in 3, 2, 1. With that out of the way, let us all welcome the masses who consistently hope for the Crimson Tide's downfall to no avail. We still here. Know that there is hope for these people. And there's forgiveness for their lost souls. So haters, pull on up as well. Grab a seat. Do it quietly. Bring pen and paper. Take notes. And maybe, just maybe one day, you could turn your pitiful program into a winner when it grows up. Thank y'all for tuning in as well. I'm going to hit these comments in a minute as I see. I see people showing up. We're going to be talking about an after action against them dogs. The first exam grades are in. We're going to take a look at those. And we're going to take a peek at the rest of the people on the schedule. See what else is left. I got notes. That's that 11 by 17. What y'all know about that? Okay, so who we got here in the comments real quick before I continue? Okay, the king is here. The king is here. The king is here. Welcome, king. Welcome, king. I'm about to tap my computer real quick. Don't want to do that. Come on, man. We got to get that dude needs a channel immediately. Water Cooler Talk Podcast. A man was with me. He was waiting for me to start crying Saturday night, but it didn't happen. I watered up a little bit. Just a little bit, but it was anger. It wasn't a tear. He was with me. He was with me. More laughter from the king. It was that, you sound like a dude on game day from Saturday. First he thanked Jesus, then they saved him. It depends on if you think Jesus, Trinity, puzzle God. Yeah, I can see how that can happen. Oh, water cooler, man. That is right. That's right. This man is having church. That's right. Because Alabama is like a religion. I don't like religion. I love Jesus. Anyway, I'm weak. This boy is entertaining. What am I? Do I amuse you? I'm supposed to amuse you. That's what I'm here for. Thank you all again for joining me here on Tight Sports, where we are dedicated and privileged to giving you all the pertinent, relevant, and impactful information on the greatest football dynasty that ever exists. The Tide is the best to do it. Let a naysayer know. The University of Alabama Crimson Tide is always in title run mode. Please subscribe. Turn on your notification. I plan to be here live for all the games, whether I get there at the beginning or whether I get there at the by halftime. Halftime, I should be there. So there's no need for you to watch along, Tide Nation. Or if you sit in the room with somebody you don't want to talk to and you want to hear me, hey, here I am. No need to watch along in Camp Hill, in Pelham, Waterloo, Hope Hall, Alabama. Tight got you. You can tell me to shut the heck up all game long. I'm going to keep talking, though. So if you're in East Alabama, better known as Georgia, we took our long lease over there. Anyway, Pensacola, Alabama, or West Alabama, in cities like Pascagoula, Vicksburg, Jackson, Itta Bena, Tide Family Tight is here to watch with you. So join me for the game live. I have a good time. I kind of keep it going. I may have a little beverage, a little Kool-Aid, or sometimes I have a glass of milk. I don't have cookies, though. It's too many carbs. So anyway, watching that game, turn his music down a little bit. Watching that game, my emotions was all over the place. I was talking stuff like, yeah, oh my God, get off my field. Get off my field. Please get off my field. Get off my field. Kirby, you playing. Then it went to like, yeah, roll tide. Roll. Yeah. Yeah. What are we doing? What is that? Why is he snapping the ball so quick? Why are we snapping the ball with 22 seconds left on the play clock? What is it? Why are we throwing the ball still like this? Then it was, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, mercy, God. Help me, Jesus. And then what is it? 17 and 19 or 17 and 18-year-old came through for me. Man, I have been through the ups and downs with this doggone team, but I'm telling you, I mean, it's like the Auburn game last year. It was like we was down. I was in the dump. I was in the dump. We kept it close. Dump. Bang, we won. Okay. All right. We kind of been piecing that season together since the Texas loss. So, okay. This game was like, whoo. Because like I said, I even made the comment. I said, you could hear the proverbial, what do you call it? Sphincter muscles of all the Alabama haters and all the opponents, except for maybe Tennessee, just tightening up. There are two sphincter muscles, one at the bottom of your stomach and the other one is at your bottom. You just feeling, you can hear them. They were just tightening up because what they saw there when that score was 30-7, they was like, oh my God, we thought Saban was retired. And then somebody even said, Lord have mercy, they said Saban on the headset over there. Like, that's because he's working. We told y'all Saban's making about $500,000 at the University of Alabama to run freshman orientation, and he parked cars at halftime. What is wrong with you guys? Anyway, no, he was not calling plays. He was not talking to the boy. He was not talking to Womack. He could have been talking to Freddie Roach. But anyway, he's an employee. Why would he be talking to his fellow co-workers at the University of Alabama? Mind your business. Going over my keys for the game, one thing I said on offense, I said we had to have ball control. Ball control. In the first quarter, we had ball control. No doubt about it. Ball control was intact. First quarter, a little bit in the second quarter. And after that, some people say, we don't need no ball control. I'll come back to that later. Unpredictable meal roll. I wrote down here meal rolls. See, I've been listening to too many haters. I got people calling the mildew and everything that gets into your psyche. They kept him very unpredictable. One thing that everybody, I'm watching on my monitor behind here, it's a guy named, what's his name? Brad Austin. What's the name of this channel? His motto is shut up and grind the tape. He does his breakdown. He used to be a coach, whatever. Everybody said, I watched 4 or 5 films. What do you call himself? The film guy. Yeah. He said that when Alabama goes 5 wide, they're either going to do a mill roll run or they're going to take the top off. I heard that 4 different videos. And I said, now, if I'm sitting here with my chunky behind, and I know that, I know all going, well, Sheridan may not know it. I don't know what he knows. Coach DeBoer knows this. And what do? Start hitting them with them intermediate tosses that they say he couldn't make. Straight killing them. Their defense was all out of control. They was all in the wrong places at the wrong time. They kept them off balance. The no penalties thing, that was my third key. We did all right on penalties, but we still were 9 for 75. 9 penalties for 75 yards. The good thing is that's almost giving up a field goal, 75 yards. But the good thing is Georgia was gracious enough to give many of those yards back, as they had 6 penalties for 50 yards. So some of the penalties were key. And I will say this about penalties. Did anybody see the pass interference? Did anybody see them hit my quarterback late? Oh, you didn't? Okay, we'll move on then. I saw it. That's all that matters. Defensive keys to the game. Smother the run. We gave up 105 yards. I'll put up the numbers here in a minute. 105 yards to Georgia. To me, that's primo. That's primo. Based on what they was averaging, based on who they are, number 2 team in the country, probably should have been number 1, Texas, Arthur Manning, running in 4-7. 105 yards, I'll take it. the passing thing, yo, I'll come back to that. Speed up Carson Beck. That's why we got the safety. Speed him up. Speed him up, speed him up, speed him up, speed him up, speed him up. But then I don't know what this personality is about chilling. Chilling and letting up. I always figured I used to tell my soccer team this. That's right, I coach soccer because I'm fleet of foot and agile. Don't try me. Whatever happened to us in the first half of this match, we can do in the second half. I don't care if we down by 11, all I need is 12. They just got 11. I can get 12. Now, that never happened. But when the game was like 3-something or 4-something, 5-something, hey, at times with that mentality, we can come back. So why do people think they can relax in the first half of anything? I do not know. My next key to the game for the defense was to tackle. So that means tackle. Somebody's hitting somebody when they catch the ball or when they get to the line of scrimmage or before, preferably. We had six tackles for loss. So yeah, tackle. Then somebody else comes and tackle, and then tackle. And that's even for Carson Beck, because in the third, when we was gassed, that's when he was killing us. Carson, he couldn't run the whole game, or he didn't. And he let them dudes get tired. He watched them legs get a little rubbery, and that's when he started getting his round of Cunningham on. And he was very effective in that. Still, kept him 105. Now, my overall grade for this team, for this first big exam, it's an A-, because you still got things you got to work on, but the young guys are playing so well. They have the ups, many downs, and they have the ups. And the ups are much bigger than the downs. If a freshman is playing and doing what they did, hey, freshman class get an extra $100 from me. We just taught freshmen in the ground back in the day, but not no more. Still need to work on the stamina, the depth, the rotation of the team. We need to make sure we get some rest and make sure we don't lose our cool. Number 58. He got that penalty at the end of the second quarter, because when they said we're mixing it up, it's the end of the half, go to your locker room. He kept mixing it up, and he got the flag, cost us 15 yards on the kickoff. They started the second half on the 41-yard line after the kickoff, and I fought him, but the defense stayed strong for about two or three more series. So I'm okay with that, but it seems like we still got some depth issues. They don't have enough. They got players. They don't have players that want to, I think, play, like ready to play, especially in a game like that. So I understand that. If that was against another team, maybe they put somebody in there, but I just thought they were getting a little tired. Now, other thing is Ryan Williams, kid's a star. Hollywood Williams. Boy, don't lose your cool. But my man did a little trolling. He did a little trolling, and he need to go talk to Cam. Y'all remember when Cam made the comment to the female reporter? He was amazed, but he said it the wrong way about how she knew about how a quarterback should feel or read. She learned like I learned. I never played quarterback either, but he didn't quite say it the right way. And he lost that Dannon contract because the ladies like yogurt. Cam found that out. Ryan Williams, after the game, went on his social media, which is growing by leaps and bounds. By the way, did I tell you to subscribe to my channel? Because I'm trying to get to 3,000 real quick. Anyway, his social media picture, he changed it to a picture of Michael Vick and a dog. Here's the thing, Ryan, don't lose the Petco contract before you get the Petco contract. Bro, don't do that. It's not necessary. Not necessary at all. Let me go to the chat real quick. Where we got some more laughing. Is it I was laughing about Pensacola, Alabama, home of Emmitt Smith. It's Scambia High. I don't understand. Let's see. Travell, Jalen Milroe. Yes, he is. Yeah, but It's about half of the runs I didn't want him to do. I didn't want him to do half of the runs. I didn't want him to do half of those runs. There he is. He said he did. He said I'm screaming like DC. Hey, man. Great entertainment game. Yeah, I'm glad you got a chance to see one entertaining game there. Check out DC over there, all you Auburn guys, the infidels, meet over there at Auburn Addicts. Subscribe. Quite entertaining. That's my meet with him on Wednesdays, and we drop a video where we discuss college football mostly, but other topics from two different mindsets, you know, championship mindset and whatever they call it over there. You know, something like that. Okay, let's take a peek at some of these numbers. Hopefully y'all can read this. I ain't making no promises to you because this ain't Fox Sports. This is Tight Sports. So that was the score. Right at the top. What I don't like about this, we won the first quarter. We won the second quarter. We lost third quarter. I don't like losing at all during the game. 8-3. How you score 21 points on somebody and get to the third quarter? Sound like you're tired. Somebody's brain is tired. Somebody's team is tired. I'm sensing fatigue from young folks and coaches that ain't supposed to be getting fatigued. That's all I'm saying. And look at the last quarter, 19-8. What kind of game is this? Is this a cricket match? I don't even like how that sound. 19-8. Final score is all that matters, but bro, please. I don't like it. Luckily, I did find out that Alabama did win the time of possession in this game. Shocked me. I think we ended up with 32 minutes, 33. I wanted like 40. I kept screaming that. Why are we snapping the ball with 20-something seconds left and we up by 15 at that time? Because I'm telling you, it took me a long time to figure this out. Back in the day, back in the early ages of the Sega Genesis and Madden tournaments, y'all so blessed now. But the forerunners to actually wagering on these 5-minute contests, it was all about clock management. It was all about clock. Once you score, I don't care if it's a field goal. Once you score, don't give the ball back. All you need is 2.67 yards a play. And you know what? There are times, depending on who I'm playing against, if Deion Sanders or somebody speedy was on the other team, if that person scored or a kickoff, it was not unusual for me to let the ball fall to the ground and then pick it up at 3-yard line. Because I already knew what I was going to do. Jerome Bettis, Jerome Bettis in your chest. Moving along. Look at this. 105 yards, 31 yards of that's to the quarterback, although he did pick up some key first downs. I'll take that. But look at that other number, 439. I mean, that man threw 100 yards a quarter. That's a touchdown, folks. That's how I look at numbers. I don't know how coaches, I've always said to myself, like, Derrick Henry ran for 209 yards last night. Derrick Henry is accountable for 2 touchdowns, and I think he had 3. That's how I look at it. The man go up and down it's not too often you're going to have a quarterback at 400 and a running back at 200, where it's not the 2 touchdowns with the 200 yards for the running back or 4 touchdowns with the quarterback. That was an outstanding performance. His mistakes were some of the sacks, the safety, the defense. My defense bailed us out plenty of times. They kept him at bay. Look at this. 27 for 50. I mean, he was chunking that thing. 3 interceptions. That was his problem. I mean, we had interception. We got the freshman, the linebacker. I can't remember who got the other interception. Then we had the fumble. So he had 4 turnovers. That's what made his just a thing of mine. Every time you get a turnover, take off 50. 50. So that 439 is 239 in my head. That ain't how the math actually worked out. In a dominant performance all the way through the game, it would have worked out that way. No way Georgia scores this kind of points. But I said, can Carson Beck do the Tom Brady? Sorry, Atlanta Falcons. Y'all team sorry anyway. So, is he that guy? I know he came in here the sleeve on. I said, man, Carson, I don't know. I hadn't watched them. They're a running team, right? Can Carson Beck do that? Did y'all let my production staff, have y'all ever looked it up to see if Carson Beck was that kind of dude? Well, I found out he was that kind of dude. I found it out Saturday night. All the tattoos, they started moving. They was dancing. They were dancing like that right on his arms. I couldn't believe it. Now let's look at this offensive hours. 183 yards rushing. That's excellent. But I don't like who was running the ball. Jalen Milroe had 16 rushes. I wish 6 of those never happened. I don't like the fact that J&J, I'm looking down here now. Yeah, there you go, Jamar. J&J had 11 carries. My 2 soon-to-be NFL future running backs, all prototypical, 250, 4-5 running, bench pressing, squatting, powerful legs. It's like, although I guess I saw it in the Kentucky game, and DC mentioned this to me. He was saying he'd never seen nobody run on the Alabama defense like that. I've never seen Alabama not try to dominate a defensive line with a running back. And, everybody keeps talking about everybody from the center, Parkinson, Booker, eventually Proctor when he get his driver's license. They all going to the NFL. This is supposed to be one. I saw them dominate versus Wisconsin, and Wisconsin puts defensive linemen in the NFL. I just never seen them try to establish the run. 11. I guess that would be unpredictable. Wouldn't have been me, because as soon as we would have got up, got the ball back at halftime, I'm going to do 3 run plays. I didn't see enough clock being used to me. That's just me. Now, look at these receivers. Lord have mercy. CJ Dippert, tight end. I love it. Targeted that man 6 times, 4 catches. He did the bebop, the flu flop on me. And I couldn't believe he was doing the bebop, the flu flop on me. That he lost the ball, he threw it up, we had an interception. That was Milroe's only pick, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, but that wasn't his fault, but it goes on his record. Milroe was doing the doggone thing. Almost 500 yards of offense, 4 touchdowns. Now, I like Travis Hunter. And where it's looking, I didn't see Colorado going over 500, but it showed a little better than it did at the beginning of the season, or really last spring when I said that. But if they don't crack over 7 wins, I ain't down with that man for no Heisman. Even when old boy won it at Michigan, I think that was a little bit better than that. I mean, is it Gabriel? Did he win the Heisman when he got nominated? Or Charles Woodson, they won that championship. But he is special. No doubt about it. He is. I can't even say he's Al Brown and Ryan Williams put together. He like both of them combined, which is freakish. But yeah, this is against Georgia. Some say the number 1 team in the country. Kirby. He's Luke Skywalker to Yoda. Luke Skywalker. That's Kirby. Yoda. The GOAT. Come on. Defense. Almost hit him with the 500. Come on, man. You got to get that man his credit. Down at the bottom, you see a name, James Burnup. I don't know what his problem was. He's a weapon. For some reason, we got 43 yards a punt. I had to go back and look at that. Yeah, he should have had, I wanted his regular 49. I'm calling everything out today. He gets an A+ because he couldn't let the ball go over his head. I was watching the game, and for some reason, it seemed like it's scripted. The camera was right there. Maybe in that Kansas State game against Oklahoma State. The ball came straight and hit the cameraman right. I mean, it was live. He just came and went right over his head. It was a punter and it safety. And I was like, I ain't seen that. You see it in high school all the time. I ain't seen that in D1 in centuries. I ain't seen that in a long time. But I want to burn, still get A+. You beat number 1, 2 team in the country. Now, I know you can't see this, but I'll read it out to you. This is my squad. They accounted for 3 sacks for a loss of 22 yards, 6 tackles for a loss of 28 yards of loss, 2 forced fumbles. Come on now. That's how you win games. 3 interceptions, which they returned for 31 yards. Now, the way they do those things around Alabama, the athletic complex, they got these calculations they do, and I know they were way up there because they do splash plays, explosive plays with the turnovers and all that stuff. But the score doesn't reflect what should have happened. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. Right here, time of possession. Yeah. So Alabama's time of possession was 32 minutes, 34 seconds. Shocked me. But look at this. 3 for 11 on third downs. Is that going to work against Tennessee? Is it going to work against Vandy? Because guess what Vandy was doing Saturday? Sleeping, plotting, strategizing. Offensive coordinator now. Now, I thought he was a special assistant. They called that man a general during the Missouri game. Jerry Kill is the offensive coordinator now. He done took over. So be careful. It ain't what it used to be. Then you got Missouri. Right? Is that going to work at Missouri? Look at these numbers. Third down in the second half. 1 for 6. 1 for 6. Third downs in the second whole dang half. Sheridan, run. That's what I would say back when we was in. Run, just run. How many laps you want me to? Just run. Just run. Run the stadium. 1 for 6? Yeah, we like splash plays. I like first downs. Jesus. 1 for 2 on fourth down. That's typical. Most people don't do well on fourth down. Most people don't get fourth down unless you got nothing to lose, unless you're back against the wall. I mean, who goes for it on fourth down anyway? Georgia does. Now look at this. Defense looking real good. 3 for 15 on third downs. That's how you want to keep your opponent's head in the sand, smothering them out. They can't breathe. You know what I'm saying? Look at the fourth down. 5 for 5 on fourth down. 4 for 4 in the second half. That is, we ain't got nothing to lose. Check it to me, Bo. Just check it to me, Bo. That's how Randy Moss just do it. Like, just check it to me. Like, just just check it to me. 5 for 5. 4 for 4 in the second half. Do you know how free your mind got to be to when you're a quarterback and you go up to the line and it's first down 10, you're like, well, we got 4 downs to get this first down. Then the offense is giving you 15-yard plays, giving you an 11-yard run, giving you a chunk play. And then, you get a little stalled out. It's 3rd and 3. Oh, it's 4th and 1.5. And then you're like, well, we're going to run it again. First down, 5 for 5. Is that going to work against Nico? Anybody? Does that work against Nico? I'm going to keep it real with you. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't even want to look at that screen ever again. Take that down. Jeez. Oh, my gosh. Now let's grade the coaches. There are various categories that you can grade coaches on. That's right. That's right. The boy of them getting grades too. Leadership and communication. Do they inspire the players? Do they motivate? I think they did a good job inspiring everyone to be their best. I give them a B+ on that. Tactical and strategy acumen, game plan adjustments. Every game is different. But pulling up in the second quarter or getting stalled out in the second quarter, failing to manage the clock in the third, which DeBoer co-signed on. He said it was 3 plays that if they were called differently, it could have changed the third quarter. I'm like, no, caca, Sir Sherlock. Third quarter was nearly catastrophic. And the fourth quarter was even worse. It was just the third could have preserved the fourth. Everybody was tired. And I'll tell you, the reason Georgia didn't beat our brains in is because they were tired as well. Thank God they're humans actually as well. On that, I give them a grade of a C+ because they won the game. I would have gave them D-, but did win. Player development, I think they got some real development in every group, especially amongst the young players that are allowed to get on the field. And they did a good job mending together the players that came in. Damani Jackson, I thought the pick was done by Damani. My apologies, because he usually plays that side. They was picking on Zab and Zabian, and he played them. And I don't know if y'all saw it. He did a little Travis Hunter, a little catch on that interception. Oh, yeah, he had all 10 fingers on that ball. And mostly the development of Jalen Milroe. Jalen looks great. Intermediate throws have seemed to come together. The team culture and dynamics. Are they building a positive, cohesive team environment? Are they managing conflicts and promoting teamwork? Well, right now I give them an A because there ain't no stories in the paper. There's some great media stories on their part, but I ain't heard, that stuff in Athens, them savages in Athens, and we sent them home with a loss. Woo! Woo! Recruiting and talent evaluation. Well, Alabama, I give you an A. I give the coaches an A because they're ranked number 2 in the country for next year's class, and it's only going to go up. Got 5 spots left. And, of course, you got portal additions that are going to happen. At the game the other day, they say over 100 recruits there. Of course, spread out across like class of 25, 26, 27. I'm not sure if any 28s was there, but things looking really good. They're doing a good job with that. I give them an A-. The minus is because I think it's a couple positions they need to probably key in on a little bit more. Results and accountability. It can't be better than the record we got right now, especially after beating the number 2 team in the country at the moment. Integrity and ethics. Are we adhering to the NCAA regulatory guidelines? No news is good news so far, so very good. A+ on that one. It's like one of them easy A's you get for just showing up. Player well-being and safety. Are they prioritizing player physical and mental health, ensuring that safety in the competition and the competitive environment? Are they encouraging people to be safe? I think so. I give them an A+. Looking from outside in, there appears to be strong adherence to medical protocols. At least a lot of people that didn't need to play in the last week or the week before didn't play, and we had a really good bye week that allowed people to get better. It was good to see Cole out there. He was catching punts, or he caught a pass with that brace on his arm. I was like, wow. But more importantly, Quindarius Robinson lost his father, and the team was really concerned about his well-being. He was offered, whether he need to miss practice or what have you. It's good to hear stories like that, and that's the kind of person DeBoer is. Not saying everybody. I would tell you, all Alabama coaches have not been like that because things were old school back in the old school. Program management and administration. How are we doing at managing resources and budgeting and building relationships and building relationship with stakeholders? Well, it's a whole new ball game with that when it comes to compliance and regulations. And right now, the general manager, Courtney Morgan at Alabama, is the best in the game. Just was locked down by a huge contract on August the 20th. Why? Because USC stinking sales tried to steal him. So we had to put that money on him. We had to put that cash on him. And USC was like, we ain't got much. Shut up and get off my phone. Lastly, adaptability and innovation. Are we staying current with the best practices and trends? That's one thing. I don't think Coach Saban the GOAT. I don't think he was in the trends. Now, for right now, we got somebody wearing number 0. That grabs my grape. But We have music at practice. Everybody's doing interviews. They're going to be interviewing towel boys at the Wild. So far, so good. Folks got podcasts. Of course, they got plenty of money. So much to manage. So far, so good. And I give them additional points, extra credit if you call it, because community involvement is important. You know, the money is coming in through the, whatever you call that thing, the collectives. Everybody loves what's going on. Graduation rates have been stellar under the GOAT. We're looking forward to see what DeBoer can do. But Coach DeBoer did bring over his program he brought from Washington. It's called now it's called the Tide Teammates Initiatives, where every week they bring in a young child who's going through something major in their life, and they're introduced as a teammate. They may run a drill with everybody, and just trying to lift the child's spirit as Alabama fans. Children going through some horrible things they shouldn't have to deal with, but they are. So it's good to see he's doing that. So with that, this coaching staff, if I look at them, they just got to work on that in-game stuff. I think they learned a lot. I think Sheridan, Womack, DeBoer, they all learned a lot. They know how that stadium can go from this level of electricity to that level of electricity. They just know, the next game it could be bigger. Who knows? Or they got to flip that when it comes to Tennessee. Looking at the rest of the schedule, just looking at what we got ahead of us, I am going to be doing a breakdown on Vandy. Vandy is on a bye week, eating Wheaties. After that, we got South Kakalaki, no rest for the weary. Then comes Tennessee and Missouri, LSU. Am I worried about any of them teams? Yes, worried about each and every one of them. Then we got Mercer. I just know what happened to your quarterback. You run him 15, 20 times a game. I don't know. Can, somebody stub their toe and put Ty Simpson in and get you past Mercer? Then we got that rowdy Oklahoma group. They riding around on wagons, man. Do you know how your behind feel after you riding around on a wagon for more than an hour? Do you know how far Oklahoma is, man? By the time they get down to Tuscaloosa, they're going to be. Or do we go out there? Oh, do we have to ride a wagon out there? I don't know. They rowdy. You see what they did? They rowdy. They always ruining stuff. And, of course, play Auburn at the end of the season. That ain't going to be no picnic. I don't think they're going to lay down. And that's going to get everybody up. They're going to get upset just because they are Auburn. That may be not their Super Bowl. Not their national championship game. No. That may be the game to save the whole doggone program. Somebody suggested today, wasn't the Auburn podcast, but somebody said who was that said that? Was that Bama Mo? Bama Mo said just quit. He said just quit. He said just retire the whole program. I don't agree with that because we need somebody to slap upside the head every year. Well, that's all I got for this week. And remember to join us here every week on Around the Herd at 6:30. Remember Iron Bowl debate at 6 o'clock on Wednesdays, 6:30 on Mondays. 6 o'clock on Wednesdays, new Iron Bowl debate drops. And for every game coming up for Vandy, I don't know what time the game is. I'll let you know when I do my pregame analysis for that game. I will let you know what my schedule is looking like because right now, playing Byron Gumbel on TV, don't pay no money on YouTube, don't pay much money, but please remember to hit subscribe, click on the bell to get your notifications. With all that, we'll see you next time here on Type Sports, and always remember, Roll Tide, roll.